There we go.
It is 4 o'clock on March 21st. My name is Frank Schalnemeyer. I'm chair of the building committee. We have a very short agenda, but we have a significant item that we wanted to consider so that we could bring it forward to the board, which meets at 5 o'clock. So you want to do the roll call?
Absolutely. Mr. Schalnemeyer.
Here.
Ms. Wykoff.
Here.
Mr. Thies.
Yes.
Mr. Lazio.
Here.
Ms. Virgo. Here. We have a quorum.
Okay. There's an agenda in front of you. Does somebody want to move approval of the agenda?
I move approval of the agenda.
I second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed?
Aye.
Those who want to abstain? Okay, we have an approved agenda. The next item of business is the March 2nd, 2023 minutes. Give people a chance to take a look at them. We want to make a motion to approve the minutes.
Someone. Yeah, I'll second it.
Took you out as a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All
Aye.
those opposed, no. All those abstain. All right, we're now down to the main item of business, which is the Fairview or Fairview?
Fairview.
Okay, all right. Fairview. Branch memorandum of understanding. I'm going to give you my understanding and staff can correct me from the beginning that I have it wrong. This was a collaborative project that we did. Actually, it's our closest branch to our administrative headquarters. Its history was, it was an early childhood center for the Florida State School District. They had a voter approved issue. They created a new, beautiful early childhood. The school superintendent didn't want to have the building just go to any particular use. This is Jason Snodgrass, who was the Missouri School Superintendent of the Year this past year. And he kept waiting for a good idea to come along. And a good idea that came along was a collaboration that would have the library in that building in conjunction with Community Services League. And they made it available to us on very favorable terms. And because we were sorting out what we want to do and we weren't sure how it would work out, we didn't sign it forever and a day. And so it was time limited. And so we're back to the point where we're up for renewal. So if Cody, if you can pop up there. I want to represent that our partners, the Florida State School District, have had a chance to look at this and they are fine with it. Our partners, the Community Services League, have looked at it and they're fine with it. Our attorney has looked at it and he is fine with it all. And you might ask what is different. And I had the benefit of Susan's crib notes that we have the opportunity to buy the building during the course of the MOU. You know, it's referenced in there. I don't have, there's a number that, relates to that. We're not obliged to, we just have the option to do so. We also have the right of first refusal. I failed to point out, actually, the building is owned by the school district. And so we're an occupant in there on favorable rental terms. We have the right of first refusal if the district wants to sell the building, and Community Services League has the right of second refusal. So, if the district, for whatever reason, says we want to liquidate this, we have a chance to say, well, give us a chance. And Community Services, and if we're disinclined, then Community Services can. We are now responsible for lawn care. I don't know how that we got negotiated this one. We had snow care the first time around, but we took the winter and they took the summer. We're now responsible for the year round. There was a deleted point for removing the playground equipment because the playground equipment is gone, and there's a new date in terms of renewal. So that's really what the lease is. I'm going to prevail upon our board president to talk about this because he just has really, really fond feelings about this particular branch and what it represents in terms of how it serves a community, how it serves the library district, and I've just heard him talk about it. And so I want to hear from him.
The only comment I would like to make is that I think it's just fantastic. I think something like this is precisely what, at least I personally envision as what can be done so wonderfully by a library. And now that we're transitioning from our edifice complex to services within inside the building, so I think something like this is just not even a question to go ahead with. Although I do have a question. I'm assuming here when we have references to the suitability of insurance, we'll have the insurance people provide the coverage, kind of give up with recommendations or whatever, go along with them. Yeah. No, I think this is just absolutely what is a great opportunity to do so much good.
So that's the presentation. Others may have, particular questions that we're happy to go through, but.
No questions, just a comment. I would echo Ron's statements about Farview. And when I first joined the board and went on a building tour of absolutely every location, that location, however small and obscure it may be, stood out above the rest, just because of what goes on there. And I love that place. So
We'll reflect that in the minutes. Do we know, staff, whether community services leagues have already agreed to it or?
Yes, they have. They said they were in for as long as we're all in. They actually serve 80 to 100 families per week out of the food pantry that's there.
Okay. And has the Fort Osage School District considered it or approved it?
They are waiting for us to approve and community services to approve, and then it will go to the school board for final approval.
Okay, all right. Ron?
Susan, do we know, are the hours for services such that somebody wants to come in for food assistance and library services, that they can come in and do both at one trip?
Yes, the food pantry is open on Wednesdays, and I don't know if it's 9, but I think it's probably 10 to 1, 10 to 2, somewhere in there. And the library is open 10 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday. So it does overlap.
I think it's a great project, Brent. Thank you for the explanation. This agreement I see is for 36 months.
Yes, with an option for 12 more.
With an option. I think it's a wonderful service, reaching the people who need it the most and the place they need it the most. And that's one of the reasons why we tried this very successful experiment that's now going to become part of our regular services. So yes.
Michelle, I want to turn to you and see if you have any questions.
No, I do not.
Okay. I think we're to the point that we will, someone want to make a motion to approve the lease?
I'll move to approve the lease as presented.
Is there a second?
second it.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Do we need a roll call? No.
Aye.
And a small one.
All those opposed? All those abstaining? The lease passes. Have to get to board docs. I think
That's all.
it's all that we have on our agenda. I didn't think it would take long, but I didn't want to rush us and do that. So does somebody want to have a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
Okay. Second?
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 And all those opposed? Anybody abstaining?